Hey buddy, it's Crazy Good Time 4 and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. Brawl. In the last episodes, we of course went through classic mode as the Princess of Hyrule, Zelda, and her alter ego Sheik, and had two runs, unlike in Melee, where we only had one, because this time we actually needed to go through it twice to actually get both trophies. But in this episode, we'll be going through classic mode as the King of Evil. The King of Darkness, I guess, Ganondorf. So let's check out his palette swaps. Let me, of course, put my name in. So we got regular Ganondorf right here. We got Old Manondorf, as the Smash community likes to call him. We got Blue Ganondorf, Green, Red, and Brown, or as some people like to call him, Poop Ganondorf. I mean, it's just funny. Brown Ganondorf, at least, it looks alright. It is very, I will say, it is very, the color scheme is very similar to his Ocarina of Time color scheme. I don't know, that's what I feel. But anyways, let's go ahead and go with the regular, and let's get right into it. So Ganondorf, of course, returns from Melee, where he first, you know, that was his first appearance in the Smash series. The director of Zelda, as this is actually stated in the last episode too, when I was playing through as Sheik, where the director of Legend of Zelda just like kind of gave Sakurai, you know, drawings or whatever, or hinted that, you know, that Ganondorf and like Link and Sheik would all return in Brawl. So yeah, and he was confirmed, of course, a little bit later on after the Japanese version, which is a little strange. Ganondorf is now voiced by Hironori Miyata, his voice actor from Twilight Princess, albeit via reused voice clips from the game, replacing Takashi Nagasako from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time and Melee. So yes, I think it's pretty obvious that that Ganondorf's got a different voice actor in this game compared to Melee. It's very different, and a whole different design. I mean, like, he's of beard, like his whole look in Brawl is like totally different from what it was in Melee. Totally different. And I kind of like this one a lot. I like the Twilight Princess Ganondorf design. It just looks really good. I don't know why I like it so much. Maybe just because it looks more evil or whatever. I don't know. I like it. It looks cool. Maybe it's just because it's the one I kind of grew up on, due to the fact that Brawl was my first Smash game, so that's probably it. But yeah, let's check out Ganondorf's special moves. So of course, we start off with his neutral special, which is Warlock Punch. Charges up a punch, and then releases one with like dark energy with, you know, infused into it, and it's really powerful if it were to hit. What's really cool about this move is that you can turn it around, you can reverse it, and if you reverse it, it becomes more powerful than it originally was. Oh, that almost hit two. Oh, that was so close. But it does 32% on the ground, 35% ground reverse, 36% in the air, and 38% air reverse. So yes, you can also do it in the air and reverse it in the air, and apparently it does more damage for some reason. I don't know why it does more damage in the air. It's very strange. But next we got his side special, which is Flame Choke. He just kind of dashes forward with his hand, and if I can actually pull this off, I would like Lucario to come up here. That'd be great. Lucario, just come up here really quickly. Grab him, and just kind of like, it's pretty self-explanatory. He grabs the opponent, chokes them, and then they just kind of like fall into the ground. It's really cool. One thing, however, is that, well, I mean, it's a good move to like, you can like follow up with other stuff, so you can do like that move, and then like a down tilt, for example, or a down smash. But one key factor of that move is the fact that you can do this thing called a Ganon side, where you can take an opponent with you and take an opponent with you off stage, and then kill them with the move. If I can just show it off here very quickly. Yeah, there we go. Boom. I just take it down with me, and it kills him. I don't know how it is in this game, though. I'm curious about how it is with stocks. Because in Smash 4, because obviously this Flame Choke is not a thing in Melee, it was just like a different version of what's called Falcon's Raptor Boost. But in Smash 4, Flame Choke, when you use the Flame Choke suicide on someone, they die first and then you die, of course. But I think in Brawl you might die at the same time. I don't know how it treated it there. I'm really curious. How many lives do I have? Dang it, I have 2 stocks. Ah, that sucks. I was really hoping that you know, that maybe there's like a small chance that like they would die first, that Ike would die first. It's a really big shame that wasn't the case. Okay, fine. It's a whatever. Whatever. Yeah. So I think that's like true. I think they died. I think Ganondorf and the opponent died at the same time in this game, which kind of sucks. But it's like, what can you do? Okay, then we got nice job, Meta Knight. Then we got Ganondorf's up special, which I used like 2 times already. Dark Dive. Very similar to Falcon Dive. Ganondorf is still technically a clone of Ganondorf is still technically a clone of Captain Falcon in this game, but not as much as he was back in Melee. In Melee, he was way more of a clone of Falcon than he is now in Brawl and in Smash 4. And he's even less of a clone in Ultimates, which is really cool. I like how, like, you know, as the series progresses, he just becomes less and less of a clone of Falcon. But Dark Dive is simply a move where he just like launches upwards and can grab his opponent. If I can just show it off very quickly. There we go. And while his opponent is being grabbed, Ganondorf will like release some electrical energy like onto the opponent or whatever, and then just like shoots them out. But if something was to get hit by the tip of his up B, at the very tip, I don't know how I can show, I don't know if I'll be able to show this off, but if something like an opponent or like, you know, a target in that one instance gets hit with the tip of his up B, sadly couldn't show it off, then it will still do like a little bit of damage. There will be like there's one like tip hit. It's an uppercut essentially. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But another thing about, you know, Dark Dive is if it actually does hit, if you are able to grab onto an opponent, then you can actually do it again. But if you can't, then you just kind of like are just helpless afterwards. So it's as simple as that. And that does 1% on hits 1 through 4, 7% for the throw, and 7% for the uppercut, which is, you know, the tip of the uppy. Like if you're able to hit with that. Then we got his down special, which is Wizard's Foot, right here. Very similar to Falcon Kick. You know, obviously we didn't play Falcon. I didn't play Falcon yet in Brawl or in this Let's Play. Technically, I did in Subspace. But at the same time, I don't think I really used Falcon Kick all that much. So, oh, thank you for healing Luigi. I appreciate it. My boy needed that. But Warlock, Wizard's Foot is very similar to how it was back in Melee. You can use it horizontally, and you can also, if you use it in the air, it goes diagonally downwards. He just launches himself and it extends his foot out. Simple as that. What is really cool about this is that if you do the aerial move, I think at the very start of the move, it can actually spike. It has a meteor effect to it, and it's really cool. It's hard to pull off, but it's more than possible. Let me see if I can actually do it. See if I can throw him off. Freaking this. It's kind of hard to show this off. Yeah, it's hard to show it off on this kind of stage. You know what? I'm just not gonna risk it. Maybe I'll show it off on like a different stage or whatever. But yeah, that's simply, yeah, it can spike, which is really nice. I think it had spiking properties in Melee as well, so that's cool. That is, I will say, because of that, Wizard's Foot, in my personal opinion, might be just a little bit better than Falcon Kick. I know that's kind of hard to. Oh my gosh, stupid fish! No! It's kind of, you know, interesting hearing that from a Falcon player, but like, yeah, there are times where I think Wizard's Foot is a little bit better. Just a little bit, though. So it does 12%, 12 or 10% on the ground, 15 or 14% in the air, and 8% for the landing. And the landing happens, you know, if you do it on the air, and then he just lands. Yeah. And finally, we of course have his final smash, Beast Ganon. This one's a really cool one. Just dash attack. Oh my gosh, Snake can't do anything. Okay, now he can. Okay, Beast Ganon is where Ganondorf turns into his beast form, which I believe technically is his true form, if I'm not mistaken. His beast form is the beast form in this game is exactly how he looks when he transforms to Beast Ganon in Twilight Princess. But Beast Ganon has had a lot of, like, you know, different variations across the years, especially in the Zelda series. I mean, technically the true, you know, name of it's not Beast Ganon, it's just Ganon. Like, Ganondorf is the one I'm playing as right now, but Ganon is his true form, his pig-like form, which is basically what Beast Ganon is. He just becomes his beast form and then just charges at his opponents. If you are in his line of sight, though... Oh, yo! I can show it off! I can show it off! Snake, don't get that. You idiot! Oh my gosh, I had that too! Oh, he's gonna kill me too, isn't he? Gotta run like crazy. Run, Ganondorf, run like crazy! Ah! Ah! I don't know how I survived that. Oh, now he's screwed. Dang it, I could've- I was so close to being able to show off Warlock- sorry, Beast Ganon. But it's whatever. Anyways, opponents who are close to Beast Ganon when he starts up his attack will be paralyzed or buried, which, you know, is really good in hitting them. If they're paralyzed or buried, then they're most definitely gonna get hit, no matter what. And sometimes they can actually, I think it has a chance of spiking if his opponent is off the ledge, but I could be very, very mistaken about that. But anyways, it does 10% for the grounding, 10% for the stomp, and 45% for the charge itself. And with that, I think it's time to check out Ganondorf's taunts. Also, I find it interesting how, like, for so many, well, okay, for what's it called? Link's and Zelda and Sheik's episode, we had to fight Wario for stage 10, but now we finally got like someone different. We got Snake, which is really cool. Okay, let me see if I can maybe pull off a Warlock Punch here. It's gonna be really difficult because it's slow as heck. There we go. Gosh, this is so much damage. Imagine if that was reversed too. If that was reversed, that would have been insane. I'm scared now. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, we're fine. I want to do my taunts. Like, I'm a little scared right now. I feel like I might want to just like take care of these guys very quickly before I even think about doing taunts. I did not hit him. Hello? Oh, hello? He's dead. He's dead. Did that really just happen? For some odd reason, Ganondorf didn't roll back up even though I really wanted him to. Okay. Well, that freaking sucks. Fine, okay. Anyway, let's just do his taunts. I have 3 stocks now. His up taunt, he kind of floats in the air, turns around, and lets out an evil laugh afterwards. Really, really nice taunt. His side taunt, he punches his hands together, and dark energy comes out of his hands. Let me just take one of you down. Dang it, didn't work. Doesn't work as well as it does in Smash 4. It's a shame. And then finally, his down taunt pulls out his sword, shows it off a little bit, and then just puts it back in. Ever since, like, he had that sword taunt in Brawl, I was like, you know, why doesn't he have his sword as, like, an attack or something? That'd be so cool. I mean, luckily in Ultimate, you know, they finally gave him a sword, you know, to have in his arsenal. But it's a shame that it took so long just to give him a sword. It would have been really cool for him to actually, for, like, Twilight Princess Ganondorf, to use his sword in Smash 4 and Brawl, or Brawl, because that sword just looks really nice. And what's it called? In Ultimate, he uses his Ocarina of Time, his melee design, or his Ocarina of Time design, and because of that, his sword is also different, you know, so it's not the same one as we're able to see here in Brawl, which is a shame, because that one looks really nice. It does. It looks really cool. Also, I find it funny how, like, Because Ganondorf's so tall, you can barely like see all of him. You can't even see his head. That's all I'm saying. You cannot see his head, which is pretty funny. But anyways, I still find it so dumb how I continue. Because Wolf somehow was able to get me. Wolf somehow didn't really get stage spike there. He probably just teched it. But at the same time, it's normal difficulty. Why wouldn't he? Why didn't he get like full on stage spiked? There's no way a normal difficulty CPU will be like, oh yeah, I'm an expert at, you know, teching. It's that just. I mean, to be fair, it's a CPU, so like, in general, it's probably, you know, not, it's probably pretty obvious that a CPU would just know how to tech at all times. It's a CPU. They have like weird, you know, mindsets. I mean, it's a computer, so I guess it makes sense. I don't know. I'm still a little salty that I gotta continue off of that. Still really salty about it. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to get a continue with Ganondorf, because I do enjoy him, even though he's like absolutely terrible in this game. Like he's like the worst character objectively. He's still fun. And it just really sucks that I gotta continue with him.
Congratulations!
Honestly, probably the best Legend of Zelda character victory screen so far. That one just looks amazing. Super dope. I mean, Ganondorf is a dope character. I don't know what to say. But with that, let's go ahead and head into training mode to check out Ganondorf's Final Smash Beast Ganon. A really cool one, I will have to say. Hoya! I love the sound he makes in the weird modes. That's great. Alright, Beast Ganon, let's check this out. First, oh, it's playing Final Destination. Good song, good song. And one more hit should do it. Perfect. Okay, so this is Beast Ganon. Does that, and whew. So like anyone who is in front of him, no matter how far, they will get paralyzed. I did not know it had that good range. That's like that's a little insane. I didn't realize the paralyzation had such good range. My gosh. Okay, I'll take it. That's Beast Ganon. Really cool one. Killed him pretty easily, but at the same time, he was like at the other side of the stage, so it, you know, made a lot of sense. Well, let's go ahead and check out Ganondorf's Classic Mode Trophy. Where is it at? Legend of Zelda, Ganondorf. A man who wants to use the power of the Triforce to conquer the world. In Twilight Princess, he gives strength to the Twilight King Zant and tries to change the land into a world of darkness. He possesses Zelda, transforms into a magical beast, and attacks Link. In the end, however, Link deals him a finishing blow and defeats him. If you guys ever play Twilight Princess or like seen the final battle against Ganondorf, the ending is like crazy as heck. And the games you got are The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the N64 and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the Nintendo Wii. The two versions that, you know, of Ganondorf that you can actually see in Super Smash Bros. But with that, that'll be it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Thank you guys for watching. In the next one, we'll be heading through Classic Mode with the final Zelda character, Toon Link, the cartoon version of Link. Do I think he's the better version of Link? It's debatable. But I'll talk more about that in the next episode. So, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including Twitch, of course, down below in the description. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Pop-Tart, out.